So for this tutorial you're going to need some sewing pins, some thread in any colour you like, preferably a darker colour like a brown, a needle if you can spot that, some scissors, a pen, and ideally any other sewing bits that you do have. Then all you're going to need are some fabric. So I've got a tan fleece here, which is going to be perfect for the gingerbread main colour, some stuffing to stuff your pillow, some darker colour for the eyes, so you could either use a black, but I've gone for a dark brown because it's a bit softer, some different colours to whatever you want to do. So for the first step you're going to need your main gingerbread fabric. Now I would advise probably about a fat quarter depending on the size of pillow you want to do. I'm not going to have a specific pattern for this, I'm just basically going to freehand it. So I've cut out a bit of my fabric that I had left, and I'm going to basically draw out a gingerbread shape. So what you want to do ideally is get a reference photo. So I will input my reference photo today, but I'm going to make the legs straight. Firstly, I'm just going to draw the head roughly. Now you want a pen that does work, that would help. Okay, so here's mine coming around. Now it doesn't obviously have to be perfect, and when you're sewing when you're doing this you want to ideally have it on the inside of the fabric, so you want the nice plush fleece on the outside because it'll be nice and soft and much more comfortable for your piggies. So then I'm going to draw the arms. It looks vaguely like this. So you can see from my reference photo that I got on Google that it's got the feet that come outwards, but I didn't really want that, so I just wanted the straight legs. And this is just hand drawn, so it's not perfect, but if you do want to have a perfect gingerbread man, you can do half of it and then flip it and then cut it that way so that you'll have the perfect shape. But when we cut this, you want to leave a good centimetre or two around it, just so that when you're hemming it and everything that you'll have enough space. But ideally now you want to cut this out and then cut it out, that template, onto the next bit, and then you will have two of them. Two pieces that look like this. So one is the one you drew on and the other is the template. It doesn't matter if it's roughly cut, obviously I have not done the greatest job there. It doesn't really matter at all, because when you've sewn it on the inside you can easily neaten up before you turn it on its other side. So I will explain that better when it comes to that point. But now we're just going to decorate the first side. So we're going to use this because we can roughly see exactly how big it is and how much room we've got. So we're going to use this side to add the decorations on first, because otherwise if you're going to add it on after you've sewn it together, it's going to be a nightmare to not sew this side as well as that one. So we're going to firstly cut out all of our decorations and then sew those on. Got your two eyes for your gingerbread woman or man. Now we can get on to doing its mouth and all the buttons down, and if you want to add any extra decorations like a bow, which I am personally going to be doing, so I will get on with that. it looks like this. So I've got the 3 little buttons going up the gingerbread and some little hearts as cheeks and a little mouth made out of the same fabric as that, so the nice deep one, and also its eyes. So next I will show you how to make the bow if you're going to choose to do that, and I will get on with that now. Now to make the bow you want to have your piece of fabric. I'm going for this nice red because it's very Christmassy. Initially you want to cut out a rectangle, doesn't matter how big, it depends how big you want your bow. I want it roughly about that, so on the sides of it it's kind of a related size, and then all you want to do is then cut a strip that's a decent width. I'll show you the width after because my hand is in the way. So that's what you kind of want, so that will go around the middle of the bow. So here we have the bow, so you want to basically pleat it like that and find the middle. So then you have something that looks like that. Now you can sew this in, which I'm going to do, but initially, and then you just wrap your middle round and you can cut it off, trim it to whatever size you need. So that is really just how simple it is to make a bow. It's very cute. So I will sew this. It looks like this. So I haven't done the neatest sewing, as you can see, but it's just enough so it will stay on there because I'm not too bothered. Now for the next step, you can either hand sew it like I am because I don't have a sewing machine, or you can use a sewing machine, which would be a hell of a lot quicker. So yeah. Now with the bow, you're going to leave that till last if you are putting one of those on, so wait. But the next step is to basically turn this like this. We'll get the other side actually, sorry. Now you want the fuzzy side in, so you want the nice, what you want on the outside you want on the reverse. So you want this on the in, and then you're going to put your other gingerbread side, which you've just decorated, on top of this, and so that the decoration will be on the inside like so. And then you can just move it, put it back on its thing, and then we are all ready to pin it. Okay, now when you get to where you started, so I started just here, now I'm here now, So I'm just going to end it shortly because you want to leave a gap so that you can turn it inside out and also fill it with the stuffing. So I'm going to just end this with some knots. And there we go. And then I'm just going to cut that off. And then I'm going to remove all the pins and I'll show you how to turn it inside out. Trimmed it and everything. I'm going to show you how you go inside out. So all you want to do is from the hole that you left, you just want to bring everything through it. Now this can take a bit of work depending on how big the hole. I tend to leave about 3 inches open just because it's so much easier, and you probably want to leave the hole on a straight edge because it will be much easier to sew up than if you were on a corner. So I'm just going to push this all through. Tidied up that bit that was a bit loose, and now I'm going to use stuffing. So you want a fair amount of stuffing to use because you want it to be squishy, but you don't want to overload it at the same time. So it's always best to have a little bit more just in case that you want to stuff it bigger, because it's crazy the amount of stuffing you can put in these and then it just seems to disappear. But it's just the amount that goes into it is crazy. So anyway, what we want to do firstly is just push it up to the top. You can use your thumb or you can use something else with that. And this doesn't even have to be for your guinea pig cage. This could really just be like a little Christmas cushion that you want, or like a little decoration. So yeah, so it's quite versatile and it's not necessary, but all these materials are safe for your guinea pigs because fleece and felt are absolutely fine for your guinea pig. If they do chew, it's probably not good to give them it if they start chewing and eating the felt, so you have to just watch them. But my girls don't chew fabric, luckily. As long as you supply them enough wooden toys, they should be alright. Going to stuff in, well, I keep saying him, but it's really a her. So there we go. And the stuff is her arm. Good God, I get it wrong again. There we go. And see, that's all that stuffing, and we're not even halfway done. So you So you could stop at this point, and I'll just show you another. You could stop at this point and just leave your gingerbread without any extra decoration. But I am going to, well, we basically need to sew up the hole that you've left, and then after that I'm going to put the little bow on the gingerbread, and then we shall be all finished. Now we have our fully finished gingerbread man or woman, other than the bow. So you, as I said, you can stop here. We've sewn him up there and it's all done. So now I'm just going to sew the bow on. I think I'm going to do it on an angle, not sure which side, probably that one, and then she will be all finished. Your lovely finished gingerbread man or woman. So this is Miss Gingerbread for my Christmas theme, so you should see her in the upcoming Christmas tour. And I hope you really enjoyed this DIY, and if you do make one of these, I would love to see it. And yeah, that's everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you in my next one. Bye!